Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 Welcome everyone. Hope you're having an amazing holiday. I got my man Alexandros Kolanias in the building, hailing from Greece.
Hi, Jeff.
He is in the building. We just caught up in the Bahamas. He cashed the main there. Hello to you, my friend. I know you're doing well because we just spoke. But you look at the all-time earnings, and the profile has a seven-figure cash under his belt, as well as a lot of other results. And again, I believe number 2, or no, maybe number 3 on the all-time Greece money list, as well as someone at the final table today, Mr. Theologist, who is also on that top 3 list. So we'll be sweating your friend and seeing how he does as the short stack. But yeah, happy holidays. Thank you for being here, and look forward to getting your insights on these players. I know you play this tournament, you play a lot of these players as well, so we're going to be asking you about them and what you have some reads and some thoughts on their game. So look forward today.
Thank you for the invite, Jeff. Happy holidays to you too and to all. Yeah, it would be great if my Greek friend wins this. It would be really great.
For sure. Well, he's shorter stacked, but we are going to take a look first at last week's winner from Brazil, but we will take a look at Mr. Theologist. Also was a feature on that series online. You guys can check that out. That is on GG's channel as well for looking at some of the life of the online high rollers. And here we see a hand to end it, 5 deuce suited versus queen 9. I guess just was very short at the end. This was sort of a all-in covering. You can see had a fair amount more chips and does get in, does hit the deuce, does make a flush, and ends up winning the title there. Brazil having another good result on the GG Millions as they pick up a dominant performance. I mean, recently we've seen some great players from Brazil, and just again a dominant performance. I mean, recently we've seen some great players from Brazil, and just I gotta say, how would you say Brazil has progressed over the last few years? Do you notice more presence with Brazil?
I think they are doing really well the last years. They play very aggressive. Everybody has these things, thinking this thing about Brazilian, and sometimes they are able to manipulate this and exploit this.
Yes. They do, and I know Jao Samal just won the 100K at the Poker Go, a big tournament there. We saw Triton, they took first, second, and third from Brazil. I believe Pedro, Yuri, and it might have been Jao Samal as well there winning. So just been a really good tear, and they've been playing well. And each week we do see a presence almost every week with the player from Brazil. I got to ask you about Greek players in poker. How is that going? Is it progressing? Would you say it's getting more or less popular in Greece at the moment, poker?
I think it's progressing a lot in Greece as well lately. We have like a lot of great players. Like Theologis is one of them at the top right now. He's doing great lately, and yeah, I'm really fun to sweat him in this final debut and describe it as well and doing the commentary.
Yep, it's going to be again, very powerful, a loaded final table. I think we might catch a little bit of an echo. I'm sorry, I am on the road. I am in a kind of a room where it might sound a little echoey, so I do apologize if that is the case. We'll see if I can kind of adjust that here in a second as we look at the all-time GG Million ranking list. You see Mr. Artemor Teresian. This guy is a superhuman. I just feel like he is. Look at those stats, just absolutely.
Yes, he is.
Just insane. So he's in the mix today. He's got a chance to add to another title. He hasn't really played, I think, for a little while. Took a bit of a break, but here he goes, trying to get close to those 100 cashes and look for his 13th title. Anyone else here you would say stands out, you think is a great player you've played a lot with?
All of them are great players in this list, like all of them. Yeah, I've played with all of them. Like they're not by accident in this list. They're all top-notch players.
Yeah, again, no one here giving anything away. This is just some of the best in the world, as we're going to see Mr. Morteresian on this list today, as we will play to a winner. No deal making available, as I mentioned. This is kind of closing out the season 2 part of the 2025 season, as Linus Lulliger, you can see, jumped up there, and there's a look at the final tables as well as titles. There's been 3 titles from Jinx. Pretty insane that he did go 3 for 3 winning those final tables. And we will have a 2026 season starting out here in January, as the prize money today, 155 entrants, 331 $100,000 going to first as the $47K for ninth will ladder up, basically top six taking six figures. And anything jump out with the GG Millions payouts for you? Anything that stands out with how this, if you're approaching the final table?
I think they're the same like they used to be in the past, like when I was playing left, like let me see. Yeah, now they're gone. I can't see them anymore.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a little bit of a it's usually it's stagnant. It's not such a crazy jump between first and second. We are going to have a big first place match today, though. There will be a bunch of buy-ins up for grabs there, as we do see again your friend Alexandros here. I don't know what's going on with that picture. What is that? What is his avatar there?
I have no idea. She's grandma, maybe.
That's a wild picture, man. I don't know what it is, but I know my man is on fire. You can see his results just absolutely crushing lately, and also over 10 million in GG earnings, 1.5 of those in the GG Millions sector here. He does have a win, 69 appearances. Tell me about Alex. What does he do so well? What makes him great?
I think he spent a lot of time like studying the GTO stuff and the ICM good. He's really good. Also, he's been teaching poker for so long, and I think this have helped him a lot to be so good. And yeah, I think he's playing great. He thinks in the game in a very good way whenever I've seen him or talked to him. Yeah, I think he's really good.
Awesome. Well, we are going to see him if he can spin it. 15 blinds. I mean, it's short out of this group, but not super short. And this player here, Eric Bauer, someone I got to say I am not familiar with, has 2 appearances only and has an impressive earnings on GG, but not in the GG Million. So his first time ever cashing. He's played a couple times before. Does this name ring a bell? Have you played with Eric on any other tournaments within GG?
No, I think we haven't played that much for this player. Maybe it's the only one of the regs that we haven't played that much. That doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, so that you see not someone we're gonna have a ton of info. You do see that he did take first for almost 200K at the 2024, basically 10K EPT Barcelona. So see how he does on the online streets here as Mr. Radoja, someone 180 appearances, has won this 2 times, 25 final tables, very experienced, 23 big blinds. So again, going to have a little bit of work cut out for him on the shorter stack, but Mark is someone who's very willing and able to mix it up and knows how to have big scores, as he also has several World Series bracelets. He actually beat me heads up for a bracelet at the in Vegas in 2011 in the shootout, the 5K shootout. So you know, I always root for him, but I do remember that memory and I do bring it up every time because it still hurts a little. But yeah, I do remember him and he plays well. Have you played a lot with Mark?
Yeah, I've played a lot with him, like both online and live. Yes.
Yeah, I think he's a bit of a heads-up specialist, or used to be. So I know when he gets heads up, he does have a good rate to close and probably spends a little bit more time on that than most, as he has over 11 million in GG earnings. Let's go to our number 6, the next player. This man, we could spend the whole pregame show on. We saw him number 1 all-time in the categories, basically across the board. Cashes, final tables, wins, and 10 million alone in GG earning for the millions. GG Millions, 44 in GG. What does Archer do so well? How is he able to dominate this much?
He's great. I have nothing like what else to say. Like, I've played a lot with him, tons, both online and in the old days. Like, and he's so young. He's starting playing so young, and yeah, he crashes. Like, the first time I saw him in PokerStars, like, I had some good result, but I was saying, no, I don't like a lot how he did this. But then he became like really good and crushed everything, like both online and live. Like, he also crushes live poker. Like, he's playing very well. He's thinking like very different, I think, from how other players are thinking about the game. He has his unique way.
Yeah, I'd say that's a great explanation. And he did kind of just come onto the scene and sort of made adjustments. He knows how to play GTO perfectly. And then he also makes great exploits and does seem to just have the right move in every spot. I just played with him at the 25K Super Million down at, we were at the same table for a bit. And he again, just always seems to put up big results. As we look at E. Kleinman here, rocking the Argentina flag, no final tables or wins, 22 appearances. So looking to have a big result here and not many earnings in the GG Millions, but does have a fairly, I would say, strong resume on GG. So what about E. Kleinman? Much play with him? Do you know much about this player?
Yes, I've played with him. He's very good, and I think he's to the solid side. Like, yeah. So I think he would be having a good chance on this.
Yeah, I think, again, a big opportunity to kind of make a mark and become profitable in this particular tournament. He has his work cut out for him. And this is a Call Me CEO rocking that Game of Thrones sort of villain. And he has got not a ton of experience here, but is 1-for-1 on Cash's appearances and is got not a ton of experience even on GG. So really kind of a newer profile here, and does have 43 blinds, as well as taking second in the Kyrenia Grand Final for 375K. I'm sorry, I took the 2K for first place, 375K. So some live experience too. Call Me CEO. Tell me about them. Played with them ever, or is this looks like a new account?
No, I don't think I played with him. It's a new name for me.
Yeah, it's again, looks brand new based on the results. So I don't think we're going to have much to go off of, and we'll see how they do maneuver off this healthy stack at the final table. Do want to remind everyone to go ahead and click that thumbs up, hit subscribe. You will be entered at the end if you put in the keyword. We'll have 3 keywords, and we will take a $50 GG ticket for 3 people today, as well as on X. I will get a post up here shortly. You guys have a chance to win. And this is a man, Duke O'Haven, I got to say, 17 million of GG earnings. A grinder, has got a big stack today, and also took first in the Super Millions main event in 2022, as well as the online 6-max, some very good results. A very, very competent player. How much do you know about Duco, and what is he able to do so well in this format?
Yeah, he's very good. I've played with him a lot online, and no specific reads on him, but he's a very good player.
Yeah, that's some players you just gotta say it's just what there is to say. He just gets it done. It's like hard to say when he does well specifically, as he does so much well. And this is just.
Yeah, I think he's in the loose side, if I remember correct. Like, he likes to make moves, etc. I think I have this note on him maybe.
Yeah, this I just see him always kind of make the right play. Just seems to always know the answer. He makes great folds, great reads, great calls. And here we see some of the big names here, all at the final stretch of this tournament, where you can see the stack sizes: 25K, 50K blind. Duco, Alex is there. Pascal Lafrancois was just chip leader in the main. I think with like 25 left, he did pretty well there as well. Call Me CEO, and of course Archer there rounding out this table. But let's see what happens with King 6.
Pascal, amazing player, yeah.
Yeah, very, very good. Very, very good as well. He is always deep, always seems to have good answers for decisions. And here we see Alex versus Duco.
We've played a lot of cash with Pascal in the past.
All right, well, we see a raise. King 6 off here. Does call, is that standard to you, or what do you expect in that spot?
Yeah, it's borderline, but you can call right on the bottom of my range, I guess.
Okay, well, Jack 8 deuce. He has no spade. Let's see if he finds a way to win this hand. Alex does start with a check.
And I said before that maybe I remember I have a note that he likes to make things and moves, so maybe he made one here. Maybe I have good notes.
All right, well, something's going to happen, because it's a highlight, and we are seeing these guys battle, and King 6 off. Is it just the best hand? You know, there are some.
I don't imagine he's going check all the way and it's on the highlight. So
I think we're good. Yeah, something's going to happen. Let's see if we see a hero call or some sort of big bet. But at the moment, right now, we're seeing a check, and now a check on the turn, where the 3 of spades rolls off. Duco taking his time. Starts betting.
Yeah, you can start bluffing this hand. It's okay.
And when he bets this size on this turn as played, is he just trying to get some ace highs to fold? What is he targeting?
Yeah, maybe mostly better kings are gonna fold. So you have one of the lowest kings, so you're folding all of the higher kings, so it's good. So he's gonna be it's a safer river for him after a half pot in the turn, like now that he hits the king.
I mean, it's more than a safe river. That's a crazy card. It's a non-spade king. He's bluffing. Be very curious if that's the 7 or the whatever, call it the 4 of, you know, 4 of hearts or some sort of brick, or the board pairs the deuce. What does he do here? As played, yeah, I think now he can kind of, you know, he starts going for a value size. What do you expect? What kind of size do you like?
Yeah, maybe 2/3 or 75. Yeah, like he does.
And Alex with a decision now. We know Alex makes a final table. He does come in kind of short, so maybe he does pay this off or call. But as we expect, Duco's likely going to win. He just folds. So yeah, what do you kind of put on Alex there? If it's very hard, wide range is blind on blind. But what do you think he maybe calls there? A lot of hands.
Maybe he folded like a small pair, or I don't know. He's gonna call with a jack most of the time, like not always, or maybe always. Yeah, could be close, like some jacks, but yeah, probably he didn't have much.
Yeah, goes ahead and folds. Interesting hand, shows you that Duco willing to battle, willing to take stabs. He does play, you know, pre-flop, not everyone's going to call, and then on the turn, not everyone's going to bet there, but he does make some aggressive plays, picks up pots, get a good river, does take it down. Look at this player, first appearance, and he is coming in with not a lot of earnings. So we are actually going to see, we kind of have a very cool dynamic today. We have some of the best. We have Artur, the #1 all-time GG millions, and then we have some players that have really not been in this kind of arena, this specific setting. So we'll see how this works out as a player here. I got to say, probably the same, right? You don't know much about them. I mean, I've never seen this Last Chance, just an unknown name, not much earnings. And how do you generally approach players? Let's say you're Alex, you know, you're shorter stack, but you see a player like this, he's got some chips. What do you expect? Do you think players generally, when they're less known, are they more tight or are they more aggressive in these spots?
I don't like to be biased before I see something from him, like, so I just gonna try to watch them more if they are known, so to see 1 or 2 side downs, and I go from there, like to put him in a category, or what he likes to do, what he doesn't like.
Well,
yeah, but definitely, I guess you can try to play a bit more with them, a bit more pots with them if they are known. But if you see they're playing really good, like, you cannot adjust so much or explode so much. It depends on the player. Yeah, there are some unknowns that they play pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, here he started with the min raise, which I don't think is very conventional at all. Almost never see this. He min raised out of the small blind.
So this shows a little bit of inexperience.
And now, though, falls through. I mean, he does have a key card. Jack 10 is the nuts, so he does have Jack 9 off. And not much here. He's just sort of barreling into Panakov's, winner of the, I think, Triton Main, and one of the more experienced players, been a guest on here. And let's see what he does with the Jack 9, the king on the river. I mean, he bet flop, bet turn, bet pre-flop, left flop, return, and just comes out rifling. Wow.
Yeah, so we can see that he's pretty aggressive and he's gonna go for it. So it would be interesting final table. He has also a lot of chips, so it'll be fun.
And if you're Panakov's here, you call pre, call flop, call turn. You know, obviously spades miss, but Jack high, you know, he's bluffing. What would you expect to be kind of a minimum hero call here with Panakov's?
I don't know. Ace is gonna call ace 10, most of them, or it depends. I don't know what exactly stage. Is it final table bubble, or?
I think it must be. Look at Arseni's stack there. He's got 5.7 million chips, which is like a record, actually. I don't know if I've ever seen someone come with 5.7 million chips in a tournament. So it looks like he's got a lot of chips. I think it probably was on the final table bubble And yeah, Panakov's, I guess,
He's an amazing player as well, Arsene. Like, I've played a lot with him.
With which one, Arseni? Or Panakov's?
Yeah, with Arsene. Yeah, and with one, of course. Yeah, with both.
Yes, I think Arseni has actually been maybe 16 final tables and doesn't have a win. Today, he's got a huge chip lead and a chance to get his first title, as we are going to get to see a highlight hand in about a moment from Arseni as well, who is, again, someone we see regularly but has not actually got a win on this tournament stage. So, yeah, I would say very interesting dynamic here. Look at that lead, and Mark made it. E climbed and made it. Looks like Panakov's, though he had 865K, was going to end up final table bubbling because don't think we didn't see him make the final table. As very, very nice follow through there. Jack 9 off does go ahead and make the continuation bet on all the streets. So again, looks like
great play by him.
Yeah, and he started out with the unconventional min raise pre-flop, but you know what? Listen, if you're one of those differences, do you make it 2.5? Do you make it 3x? Do you make it 3.5? Are you limping? You know, when you do something that's maybe a little bit different, or not necessarily call it GTO or standard, that's not enough, right? To determine if a player knows what they're doing or not, right? They could also just be doing some kind of little bit of weird stuff to try to throw you off. But as we see here, look at this stat: 16 final tables, no win. Shows you how hard it is to actually win. Probably some seconds, thirds, deep runs, but today coming in with 118 big blinds, certainly the favorite and a player that is able to finish off a lot of capability here in this. What do you expect from Arseni in terms of putting pressure on today?
I think he's a big favorite to win it. He's a great player. He has all the chips. Like, yeah, he's gonna put a lot of pressure. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna bet on him.
Yeah, this is you are the guest. I'm gonna let you pick first, so we'll do a dinner wager.
Thank you.
You know, you're gracious with the time. It's the holiday season. You know, you're in here. We do appreciate you stepping in today and coming in again. Over 5 million in earnings for Alexandros, and one of the top Greek players, as well as just players in general in the world. As we see a couple of sevens on the button, and he's got a big stack, covers everyone. Certainly going to be playing here almost no matter what. Let's see if it's folded to him or if Panakov's maybe opens. Okay, so far he is, looks like maybe just folding to the button. I think this is under 10 blinds, and we know he climbed and makes the final table, so there we go. Folds over, and 2 sevens, goes for the min raise. Pretty standard. Maybe could size up a little bit, but he's got a good hand as on the button. Mark Radoja has about, what's that, 12 blinds? 13 blinds, actually, and does get a fold to Sebastian. And 2 sevens here. Are you familiar with Sebastian?
What's his last name? Maybe.
I can't see it on the list. He's one of those, looks like Austrian flags. Very tough player. And what a flop. You got the button, you got the chip lead, and now you have middle set on a 3-7-10 rainbow board. About as good as it gets. So what do you expect? Just small size here?
Small bet, yes. Like 25. Yeah.
Goes a little bit bigger, but about that. Yeah, 330, almost, you know, in that range. So queen on the turn, 4-card rainbow, no backdoor flush draw comes home, no possible draw. I mean, this is a very dry board. Queen 10, 7-3, rainbow, a couple straight draws developing, but again, 7's effectively the nuts here. You would hear from queens or 10s free, so yeah, you got to feel pretty good. Just depends how much you want to bet.
I would expect a big bet here. Yeah,
does do that
for 60.
Yeah. 10x gonna have a really hard time. Queen X certainly somehow were to turn Queen King or Queen Jack suited, gonna have a problem. And now Jack on the river, Ace King not worried about. King 9 suited, calling the flop. possibly doubtful. I mean, you basically have the nuts here again. See what he does in terms of ask, and he does set up a stack, the pot ratio of one.
He has to go for all now. Like the opponent has a lot of 2 pairs that he can pay.
Yep, 8-9 does make a straight, but again, 8-9 not necessarily a hand that would continue per se on the turn. That would be kind of a problem if you had 8-9. The jack, if the jack does come, you don't have the best straight by any means. So yeah, I mean, again, shoving for value here. Sevens, a lot of 2-pair hands, a lot of possible hero hands. Chip lead, you know, you might think this guy's going to go a little wider here too, and he does call. There it is, the king queen. He floated, hit the queen. Almost certainly can't fold as played, but yeah, pretty sweet run out for Arseni there. And what about king queen heart? Seems pretty standard.
You have the blocker as well to the ace king, so yeah, it's a good calling hand.
Yeah, you call flop, call pre. That is a pretty sick run out, and a very fortunate hand for Arseni to take him into a massive chip lead. You can see how big a lead he has there at this juncture of the tournament, right at the end. 5.8 million. He is the favorite. The betting odds will show that as we go into that. And just to remind everyone at home, if you do have GG, if you're able to play poker in a jurisdiction, if you're able to log in, you know, like for me, for example, I'm in Mexico, I'm set up correctly. I am here, and when I'm in a country where I can play or wager, I made some bets today. I like to play like roulette, how I play. I like to do smash and cover. I bet like a bunch of people, different sizes, you know, kind of have some break-even results and then a couple good results. So with that being said, you've watched the show, you know how this works. We'll put a dinner on it if you're up for that, to treat winner loser.
Do that.
And we'll mock with the 100 units with 3 picks. So for fun, the units, it doesn't really matter, but go ahead. You're the first pick. You're trying to make a profit with your units. 100 units, first pick, how much? And go from there.
I take Arseni for 70.
70, okay, so nice. That would get you about a double up on your money. You'll have 30 units left to make something happen. I'm going to go with, yeah, I'll go with Duco. I think I'll stay there. I won't go drop too much further, and I'll take 50 on him. So 50 of my 100 units on Duco. And now your second pick, who do you have?
I take Artur for 20.
Artur for 20, so that would take you for a double up as well. Let's see, 50. I'm gonna go with, I'm a sucker for chips, man. I gotta take it if you're leaving it there. Last chance, I'll take 30 on, actually I'll do 40 on him. So 40 on last chance with double up there as well. And on your third pick, who do you have?
I take Alexandros for 10.
Wow, you just read my mind. That's what I wanted to do for the long shot and to make a nice return. But I'll still go with Radoja. So I'd still make 60 out of on 100. So that'll be my 10. So I have 50, 40, 10. Radoja is my pick. Also, again, I got that memory in my mind, but I know he's able to win. He's done it multiple times. We actually don't have that many repeat winners here. Arseni's never won, although 16 final tables. Duco's won multiple times. Artur's won like 12 times, and I believe then Radoja has won. And actually, I think, was it Alex? As Alex has won this before, I believe. So maybe that was the fourth player. Let me just take a look at that. Alex has won
2 times, I think. Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
So Radoja twice, Alex the Ologist once, Artur 12, and 4 from Duco. So we do have 5 players that have not won, 4 that have won. So we'll see if we'll have a new champion or a repeat champion. What is your actual expectation, though? If you had to make some bets, you know, with real money and break it up, Arseni's a huge favorite, right? So it's not going to pay very well if he wins. Who might you look to bet for value here? Some people.
Yeah, Artur, I guess. Yeah, I think the best player is Artur and Alexandros and Arseni. Yeah, the 3 that I picked. Also, it's very important to see the positions now. Like, who gets a position to Arseni would be in a very good spot. Like,
yeah. This is going to be exciting. We're going to be taking a break here shortly, but we will get a actual seat selection, which is what a feature on GG. Pretty cool that the chip leader goes and picks last. So the shortest stack will pick first, where they sit, and then people get to kind of go in order and choose. So there is some skill on that to kind of, if you're short or one of the bigger stacks, where you sit and how you position yourself. So that is going to be exciting to see. And we will have, again, the GTO Wizard today coming in. It will work. It will be plugged in, and it will go ahead and show us some of the spots that we can talk about, look at, analyze. And of course, Alexandros Kolanias, one of the top players in the world, and also on the all-time money list on Greece, top 3. So again, we appreciate him coming here today. We appreciate you. We know it's the holiday. We know you're enjoying watching it. We're gonna have a fun show
today. I enjoy
today.
Being here.
Yes, I appreciate it, man. I really do. It's good to catch up. It's been a while.
Yeah,
It's great
we'll
to
go
see
back
the
long
Bahamas.
time. Yes, yeah.
A long time in Miami. When you come, let me know. There's some good series.
Sure, of course.
We can settle our dinner there. But with that being said, I wish you all luck. Please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up. Please be ready for those 3 giveaways. I'm going to put the tweet up now on my X, Jeff Gross Poker. You guys can go there, retweet, guess who wins, and we will see you in 5. Welcome, everyone. It is that time. We are fresh off the pregame show. Alexandros Kolanias is in the building, the man, the myth. I'm going to have an amazing show. Appreciate him being here, and we are going to lean on him for some analysis as well as a lot of the players he has battled with and some friends of his as well at this final table. So again, thank you, Alexandros. Thank you so much, and let's have a great show. Let's do it. Let's get right into it. Let's get to the seat selection. You have played a lot of tournaments online. You have been on GG. You know how this works. Talk to me about the seat selection. You're the shortest stack. What can you try to do to give yourself a better chance here?
You can try to get as close to the button as possible. Like, get the cutoff or the button. Yeah, cutoff, you say? Yeah, that's the right move. If Alex did it, that's the right move. Cutoff is the right move.
I love it. Yeah, he exactly. Cutoff button, you kind of want to get there. You realize you might get your seat taken, but at least you have a chance to end up there in your own control. And we're, that can help a little bit when you are the shorter stack, as we see Mark Radoja now with the decision, and you see Arseni is there on the button as it stands. We'll see if that's going to change based on the other players. And we see Mark also is staying there. And here's Artur, who actually in the middle has a decision where he wants to kind of anticipate maybe where the other players are going to go. So he does go ahead and take that. It's actually interesting, right? By taking that seat, it's kind of, yeah, it's interesting because then he realizes that Arseni's probably going to want to go to the left of Duco, but he's just kind of anticipating what might happen as Call Me CEO gets to pick, does take that button at the moment. And let's see what Duco comes up with. And he is going to go there in the small blind, as now the second biggest stack has a decision, as Arseni likely will go to the left of him, but we'll see if that's how it plays out or not.
Yeah. Or Arseni is gonna go at the bottom now to have both position Martirosian and last chance. Or there, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so he does take, he's actually kind of got a dreamy seat, right? He does have
dreamy seat, yeah.
Position on the next two biggest. Yeah, Artur actually has a decent seat. Artur's kind of away from the big stacks. He's covering even with the guy there, and he has Alex where he can kind of, on his direct left and shorter than him. But let's see how that works out. Of course, no guarantees. That's no guarantee. Let's see, retweet. I'm putting out the link right now, and the link is above. You guys can go ahead and retweet. Guess who wins? Don't have to be right, but that will be a potential to win a nice payday for US dollar. I will send 50 of those, and we'll have 3 at the end of the show for the GG ticket giveaways, as always. So you guys can stay tuned, be subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and then be ready for those as we see E. Kleinman come out and a flat from Call Me CEO. This is a, wow, 4-way pot. No one with the king, everyone with an ace and a flush draw. So this is a very unique flop where 8-4 actually has a lot of equity.
All the aces are out there.
Let's see. This is very interesting.
Good fold by last chance. I didn't expect him like so fast. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, gets out of there, sees a bet and a call, kind of realizing he could be drawing dead, and he's going to be against any ace. The 5 wouldn't help him. So, yeah, he's kind of recognized that. Look at that, 8-4 suited, actually folding on the paired board, though, realizing the ranges are strong. He would have had a winner here, and as it plays out, the ace, queen, the flush card comes in. This could go check, check.
He can block as well, like, yeah. Check is fine.
Yeah, that block might have worked out better against ace 10. I mean, it's it was multi-way, right? There was 4 people to the flop. I think you got to be a little bit worried about the flush.
Yeah, but only 25 bet, 25% bet. So yeah, it's okay. Standard on both left.
And Arseni here against Mark Radoja, who has a pretty vulnerable stack. Let's see if he is going to attack, and he does. And Mark,
he will raise.
Yeah, likely just going to be attacking with a big wager, maybe all of it.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play to go for it. When the chip leader opens 3x, yeah, ace 10 is a solve.
Yeah, does go ahead and gets it
Come
done.
on, Alex. Go.
Alex is a nice hand. Oh, but there's another ace king suited, so likely
Oh,
just gonna be chopping. But no, two flush draws, two real flush draws.
I think more diamonds were gone than clubs.
It's a hey, listen, this is a fair fight, but you're right. It is Christmas. Feels green. It's Christmas time. It does feel like this could be a green situation, maybe a sweat at least. Ace king suited to ace king of diamonds, and there it is. The free roll, slight advantage. Nope, just gonna chop it up. That's fine. Those are tier one hands. Don't want to see that kind of violence. That's a little bit unfair when it happens, but it's part of the game. It does go chop chop, and we will go to the next hand.
Mm.
All
I
right,
guess the money
check.
will go in here.
Ooh, jacks to aces. E. Kleinman. We got the Israel and Argentina matchup here, and what a spot. Aces in the big blind. You know that this player could be opening fairly light with this stack and this position, but you know you got aces, and you're gonna want to kick it up. And goes for a large size, and that is gonna bite. Last chance, gonna get it all in. What a cooler to start. This could even up things a little bit. Aces to jacks. That's gonna be runner needed, and quads for good measure. Gonna seal it on the turn as we see some chips moved over as a double up there. And last chance now no longer in such a great position, but still healthy. Duke O'Haven pretty much even. And now second place for E. Kleinman. So a little shift of power as we are still nine-handed. All right. Jack, queen, ace, jack, blind on blind. Most wide range matchup of hands and just a call as both players whiff. Jack queen does have a club. And GTO Wizard talking check to start. Shout out to them. One of the title sponsors and partners here. They have given us a lot of things to talk about, look at. And okay, pretty standard saying bet and call with the Jack Queen high with the club. And we see brick. And now saying check and Jack Queen. Don't have much here. Maybe do you want to take a stab at saying go large? Okay, and Arbiter
You can
probably.
bet. Now he's gonna bet for sure. I think Arthur is gonna win this spot. And all-in is the correct play. It says.
Wow. Yeah, I guess Queen Jack, you have kind of the perfect hand, right? You have a Jack, you have a club, you have one of the worst hands you're going to have. So he doesn't
Yeah,
go all in,
I
but
didn't thought he
against,
would go. I thought he would go for this, which is great play.
I mean, E. Kleinman, this would be very, you kind of just, the board is so nasty there, right? Ace Jack.
Yeah,
Doesn't,
nothing you can do.
yeah. Now, and it says all in recommended. What do you tell me the nuance there to go all in or not? GTO says all in. Archer doesn't go all in, but it's effectively the same against that. Is there some risk against certain hands that you might not fold out versus all in? Is that the idea?
GTO Wizard wants to get max fold equity, especially in ICM situation like this. So I understand why he wants this. But yeah, I think most players in real life would go for 75 there.
All right. And there another GTO Wizard making up for lost time. We had a couple updates. We did have some transitions with software and getting everything caught up. So now it should be pretty clean this stream as we see a few more recommendations right away. Jack 9 saying to either bet mid-size here and gonna have a hard time shaking tens. I mean, tens on this board with the king, pretty trivial call, right? Pretty easy on the you're not going anywhere. King pair is less likely your opponent has a king, and now it's saying maybe wave the white flag with the jack high. Can't always try to barrel out, but let's see if Duco does.
Also, last Sun is playing very fast all his decisions. Like,
okay, so he's going to bet.
I
Just
think
get snap
he will
called.
snap call. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. Can't fold, can't raise. That leads to a call. Tens are strong there. And Duco getting some chips back to last chance at the early double there. Aces to jacks. He's right back to around where he started. Arseni hasn't really got moving yet. Chips are kind of moving, getting tossed and passed around, but still nine-handed at the moment here. No real harm or foul yet.
Yeah, and I thought Duco was in the aggressive side, and like he went for three barrels. Like, nice play by Kolanias, yeah, which is yeah, not a regular player as well. So we see that he is gonna be at the aggressive side as well.
Yeah, ace-6 suited, going to come out with the under the gun raise. Gets ace-9 the small to fold. One of the powers of being early actor. You get to fold out some slightly better hands, right? You get to look stronger and put pressure on other players, as we see Radoja with sixes. This is something you see. One of the adjustments I've noticed in the last year or so, the players that are typically early position folding, especially in these. And tell me how that's different right now at the final table. Let's say
you can fold eights there as well, like with Alexandros so short, and Eric, like he's two rails shorter than him. Yeah.
But tell me why the final table, maybe explain to the viewers at home why right now with sixes, sevens, maybe even eights, you might fold here, but would you not do that early stages, right, in a tournament? How does that differentiate?
Because if you open, like it's gonna win very few chips, like even in GPV, and in final table you want to go to let Alex and Eric bust first. You get two pay jumps, and you have to wait for them. So you're not very want to play a pot.
Okay, well, there we see it. We got some emojis, some GIFs being used, some of the great software on GGPoker. Again, just dominating year for GG and WSOP online, live. Tournament numbers are up online. Tournament numbers are up live. A 60 million guarantee in the Bahamas absolutely shattered 70 million. How was your experience there? You had a good trip, right, overall, or you had an okay trip?
It was an amazing trip. It was a good trip, like, and generally it was a great tournament. I mean, like live poker is booming so hard, like, and I really like it. GG is doing a great job with WSOP. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's very cool that the numbers got brought up and that, you know, the guarantees just keep progressing. Again, Michael Kim and GG, and just aggressive and pushing the envelope. And also, you know, competition wise in poker, it's great when there is, although GG's at the top and doing amazing, it's nice that it sort of brings up the level, I think, across the board. It's like even EPT, you know, that their numbers are up and they're having successful series. There was the win. There's other parts of poker. So it's like, it's cool that it's just growing, you know, if you have a lot of options as players. So it's like, if you want to play the biggest, the sort of Champions League, the Super Bowl, you want to go to Bahamas in December, you know, you got the chance to win the $10 million prize pool. You want to go to the next sort of level of opportunity. There's also high buy-ins and great competition in other areas of the world. You're in Europe, you don't want to come over, you got something. You want to be on the West Coast, you got something. You want to, you know, make the trek and go for the big jugular, you can do that. So it's a very healthy place at the moment of poker. And I'll tell you what, queens are very healthy against fours, although the board a little scary. You do have a spade, queen of spades, you block king, queen. You know, that is quite a card for our friend. Now, the thing is here, I
was gonna say that I like the flat with queens, like to play in position with a secondary chips, like.
Ooh, 10. So Queen Jack blocks the nuts. Let's see. And he goes with a check. And now, as played, I think you just have enough showdown value, right? I don't feel like you need to turn
Yeah.
into no bluff.
She make him a favor on the river. Like, yeah, it was good. He could have some kings. Like, yeah, but you can go for the check raise. It's okay.
Yeah, does go for an interesting line there. And depending, I guess, on the size of Arseni, if he had bet the river, whether he'd check raise or just call, probably most likely check raising, right? But if there's a certain bet size, he might just call there too. Although you got pretty much the nuts.
Alexis is gonna win this.
So Arthur going for a small raise. Alex gonna get the all in, picks up an important pot. Doesn't have to put his chips at risk. They don't go to C5 cards. They just get it done there. And here he gets ace queen suited in another spot where looking pretty favorable to win some chips. And Arthur again going to oblige with the min raise, and Alex with a very strong hand versus button and small blind positions. And he goes for an inviting 3-bet, not all in.
Interesting. Maybe he
I
knows
think,
like that Arthur is more likely to 4-bet bluff with small ace suited. Like,
yep. Also, his risk premium is very low, right? He's the shortest.
yeah.
So he's sort of thinking, hey, if I get a little creative, I invite maybe a hand that I'm dominating to take a flop. I might get outdrawn, I might get beat, but I'm willing to take the risk to double, whereas I'm the shortest. I don't need to protect quite as much. As we do see a tens to jack nine. I guess not going to be a mystery hand because we see all the cards, but it is a very exciting flop as we see. Wow. Radoja checks back top set on a draw heavy board. He's going to invite one of the only hands he doesn't want to invite, the flush draws that now turn open-ended. So this goes from top set comfortable to top set fading the entire deck. And Duco is going for that larger bet. And now it's saying to call or raise small.
I think he's gonna call.
And oh, wow. Hello. One of the benefits of this is you get to get a board pair flush, which is actually against the hand. You can't script this better to, I mean, honestly, it probably wasn't going to play out much differently in the sense of the Jack 9 suited wasn't going to fold the flop. Then certainly not the turn, but as it stands, this is going to be pretty sick of a almost no path out for the Jack 9 suited. Yes, you lose to full houses. There aren't a ton on this board, and as played in particular, and a tens full. You do lose to some better flushes. That's more likely if you're going to be losing, but still value handmade. And Mark saying to go all in. It's basically a pot size shove, right? With the 131, there's 526. So you're talking about 658 in there, and you have 692. So is there any merit to that?
Money will go in.
It's saying he has to call.
Yeah.
Duco, could he
does,
go deep
of course he has.
into the exploit world? Like, what bluffs does Mark have, though? Ace Jack, Ace Queen, Ace King with a spade.
A lot of these hands are his range, especially when he check the flop. Like,
I'll tell you what, Duco came in very healthy, and he is on the risk of being the shortest stack. And I don't know, man, is there a world where he finds an exploitative fold? You know, Mark?
if he can find, it's gonna be a great play, but would be tough.
Yeah, the check flop is pretty crazy. Like, yeah, he's basically saying, are you checking back king, queen of spades, ace, four of spades? Do you do that? Do you do those type of checkbacks on the flop? I mean, Duke goes in the tank. I'll tell you what, this guy's a superhuman player. I think he's like a ridiculously great player, makes some unbelievable folds and calls. So I think it's like 50-50, honestly. Even though obviously cards face up, this would be a very big fold.
Let's see.
Yeah, it would have been fun. Mark's hand would have been very hard to guess here. That would have been a great mystery hand.
Yeah, I guess that's what they wanted to do, but
Someone misclicked there. GGT, best team in the world, but they're not. They're human as well. They make a. We got a fake
yeah.
mystery hand. I would have been. Put yourself in the position if you couldn't see Mark's cards. Would you call here with the Jack nine suited? I mean, you lose to Queen X spades, King X spades, Ace X spades. You beat the bluffs like we mentioned, ace jack, ace queen, ace king, king queen, queen jack, maybe with a spade. But do you think those hands are betting the flop? I think this is where this is where it comes down to reading the game and your player specifically. What he does call ultimately, it's just maybe too much hand, right? If you're folding flushes on this river, it might be too much, but Mark does end up getting paid and really could have been a nasty okay, we're going to follow up with a mystery hand into a real mystery hand, a fake mystery hand into a real mystery, and maybe they're just messing with us now. They're having fun because we see all the cards yet again. All right, I'm going to go
It's
to the
not mystery.
now I needed guys, this is Christmas time, not April Fools. This is different holiday. There's a bug there, so all right, we'll get one for you at some point. But we are going to see this one: Queen Jack of Hearts and Queen Jack off. As we're getting like a GTO Wizard hand almost every hand. I love it as we're getting to kind of dive into the streets. And this is saying to bet large or check, and we do see a check and now a small bet, meaning reference to the pot. 80 into 265.
Yeah, that makes my job a lot easier.
Yes, it does. They're giving us sort of the correct breakdown, and now we see the check on the turn, and now the second nut flush made on the river, and it's saying for Arthur to be bluffing here.
Usually he doesn't miss bluffs. He usually have more than he should, so he's gonna fire for sure. Yeah, you see.
He does, and now it's saying this is good enough to go all in with the second nut flush as played, and he does that. So we'll get snap folded. And again, let us know where in the world you're watching from. Alexandros joins us. Top 3 all-time on the Greek money list. Alex Theologist also on that list. As we see some more aces here for Duco. Needed some help. And he is going to get it off about 15 blinds. Is there a flatting range off 15 blinds?
Yeah. You can flat ace. If there is, like, I think you can flat a small percentage of the time. But yeah, people don't usually do this. Especially if you know he's opening very light. If you know he's calling, like, so it's always 3-bet. I guess we're gonna see a small bet now, yeah, and take.
Okay, small 3-bet. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking aces flatting 15 blinds, maybe what else would you consider there? Queen Jack suited, you know, like probably the pairs you're not. So like, there's not a ton of flatting hands there.
Yeah. We see the short stacks picking up some hands and. Nice.
Still 9-handed. We've lost no one quite yet. 25 minutes into the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying. I'm going to get the X up. I did pay out, got all those winners caught up from the last streams. And again, hopefully put a little extra holiday money in your pocket. We do have the giveaways for the tickets today as well. So there is, wait, did I not put the, okay. There it is. Yeah, we do have the tweet up. And we will see a new winner potentially today. 5 players have not won before. 4 have won, including the #1 all-time on GG Millions, Artur Mortarizian, as he climbed in with King 9.
I think Arsene is gonna bet like mid. Yeah. Oh, he actually go for the small one. Oh, now he doesn't have to fold all the time like he would have at the half pot, but he's gonna fold 90% of the time with ace high, king high.
Yeah, that
Alex,
king nine
let's
had
see.
some options, and queen king off the stack. He is short, but he has got one of those hands that are
Yeah,
able to min raise, potentially pick up an important blinds and antes. And as it turns out, against Arthur though, ace three
she's
off.
gonna call, I guess. Yeah, Arthur.
Yeah, getting a good price, although dominated, but he does
Ah, he
decide.
didn't. Good. From early position open, like.
Yep, makes a fold there. That's kind of best case scenario, right? The
Nice
king queen
pickup
off.
for Alex. Yeah.
Yeah, pays for his round of blinds and antes, and every 20 hands, blinds go up. You can see upper left of your screen, lower left the
Yeah,
payouts.
he
Jump.
started last. Now he's fourth from the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. He's got several
Maybe it
shorter
doesn't look much, but
stacks.
it is. It is very important.
Yeah, it's definitely better than he would have asked for. He also really hasn't been all in, right? I mean, and called. He's been all in
Yeah.
and he's picked up chips. He hasn't had to double. So
Ace 8 suited had a decision there, could go against the chip leader, who's gonna open wide, but yeah, they passed the spot. Like Eric was the shorter stack now, so could have been a spot for him to take, but yeah, no harm, not taking. Duco is gonna defend and check raise a flop most likely. Like we've seen him, he's in the aggressive side. Especially versus this size. Yeah, I think we will see a raise. Yeah, here we go. And Kleiman, there isn't much he can do now.
yep, ace queen suited, a real hand. Eric Bauer getting short.
Yeah, from early position you can open, you don't have to go all in. Maybe King Queen can do something here. Yeah, it's borderline decision, I guess. Yeah, he goes for it. He's
And
not
this
gonna
is
be happy that he's gonna get called with ace queen.
I'm a
I
little
don't think he has
surprised by that
anything.
with Duke O'Haven, unless he thinks Eric's got enough raised folds here, just because it's a guy that's
Yeah, I told you he's in the loose and aggressive side, you know, so he.
needs a king on the river and won't get it. Ace queen suited going to double. Duco not having the dream start here. But he's in it. 508 still in the mix. He's one of the shorter stacks as we have lost no one yet. Arseni really hasn't got to get active. This table's been so active. He really hasn't even gotten to play.
Yeah, he had no hands, but I guess he will defend this. Also, Duco would be steaming a bit now, so he would play even more blues, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we just want him to overbet with a king queen. Interesting, yeah. It's a hand that can go like this. Yeah, and for deuce has to call always, of course. And now on the turn, I don't think that he can call. Yeah, he has called. Hmm? Well played with from CEO that he shows as well. Shows the bluff. And he says something. Not sure what. In Russia? Was it Russia? What was
Okay, well, nine-handed play. It is a Ace King, we see some real hands. Ace King, Ace Nine suited for Arseni. And again, Artur is someone capable to try to get something going. He doesn't have to have Ace King or queens here. He is definitely willing to mix it up. And Arseni knows that. Arseni's going to call. And now we see the Ace Nine suited versus Ace King. And not a great flop for Ace King. Yeah, it's a gut shot, 2 overs. But you get flatted. This is going to connect with a fair amount of hands from.
Yeah, I think he's gonna see bet this texture. Like he's opening from early position. Like yeah, splitter hasn't had to be so strong, and I think he's gonna take it down. Good.
Yeah, finds a big bet there, and he does have the best hand, but he does find a way to win it. 1 million chips. Arseni is chipping down a little to start, but had a nice lead. Last chance, really roller coaster. Got a big hit, jacks to aces. Then he did rebound nicely, and is in second place. So Duco's had the roughest start here. Some chips got spread around.
Nice pickup there. Playing one. Let's see. King, queen, kings. Open, 3-bet and fold, I guess.
Yeah, king, queen. See Radoja with the kings up to 1.8 million, also chipped up nicely. Played a cool hand, got a lot of chips from Duco, and yeah, he's thinking what to do. I mean, wow, that's a crazy not open.
Yeah. Maybe he's disconnected because he's sitting out.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's pretty good time. We've seen some nightmare disconnect spots where players have big hands or internet issues, and then we see sometimes where it does kind of work out. At least it looks like it works out. King, queen off, kings, bad spot, avoids it, and he is still sitting out at the moment. So yeah, maybe an internet issue, but other than that, hard to think what could be.
Yeah, standard play here. Open and fold.
Yeah, still a million chips. Artur in the mix, and Duco with sevens, as we said, kind of an awkward
He
stack to
will go
play.
for it, yeah.
Yeah, he goes for it, kind of knowing there's, again, risk premium the lowest now. He's actually the shortest by almost, well, Alex is short too, but he is the shortest, and then from there it gets a lot more work. So he was willing to take sort of a spot, a flip, hopefully not get 4-1 coolered. And if he did, he has a chance to win as E. Kleinman now with king, queen.
He made it a little bit bigger because he knows Duco is calling more, so nice. And now
Arseni is
it's
got
gonna run into aces.
the buzzsaw here. E. Kleinman, can he thinking of that in my head? Wow, goes all right, 350. I mean, I guess it's a bit big,
three
but
bet, yeah. Maybe he can go away.
it's also against the chip leader. You have a pretty good stack, right?
Yeah.
You'd want to protect with you have queens or ace king, maybe the same type of thing. So Arseni maybe would read this potentially as like an ace king or ace queen suited, but he did just see the huge size aces versus jacks. So let's see what he does here, if he wants to peel or not. And a little frustrating because Arseni's going to open so wide. So when he actually gets a pretty good hand as chip leader, he knows people know that he's opening wide. So it adds a little extra dynamic.
Under the gun, not so wide, and to the second biggest stack, big line. So yeah, I think he can fold this.
I think he's also realizing this final table, you want to kind of come in powerful when you're chip leader. You want to be raising, you want to be 3-betting, you don't want to be calling out of position. You try to avoid these situations. So he is going to call, and this is a flop that could be problematic.
Yeah, but when a guy with medium stacks, like you bet you're under the gun open so big, like you can take a tail from resizing and from, I don't know.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. I
But
think that
yeah, nobody can blame him for calling like versus a smaller three bet would be standard. Uh, I think it's a call, but I think versus the side it has to be a GTO fold. But
wow, big bet.
I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we see that he's either trying to overprotect his hand or like play a mind game with him, like I had ace king and I raised big, like, but yeah. I don't like this bet, like to be honest, but too big, like, no. Don't need so much protection like with aces. But maybe he's thinking like now it's the time to play it if he has like jacks, tens, nines, queens even maybe. I think nines are like in the bottom of my range. Like he also thought about this a lot. Like he doesn't have any smaller player. Like and maybe he can call with. Also, it's also a very big bet. I think he will find a way to get away from this. Hassan
Yeah, I
is
mean, if
a
he
very
bets
big.
like
It's a
280
very
or,
big player.
if he bets 190 or 250 or 300 even, it's like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
now
see if he
your
does.
opponent
This
is
is
saying like, let's play for stacks for now, and now yeah, you're not so happy like to play for stacks.
this is tough. I think he gets out of the way. Calling just doesn't seem right either. Is he thinking about shoving? Like calling seems like a crazy play, like as well. Like you're setting up, there's going to be 1.9 in the middle on the
No,
turn.
I
And
think he's between. Yeah, he's between fold and call. He also, I think, the same was taking pre-flop. Like that's my guess. That's why he took him so long. He wanted to fold. And,
this is an unusual amount of time. I mean, this is a long tank on the, and he's just like I said. I
well,
thought he
he
was going to
went.
cover or fold. I
He
just
had
feel like,
this in mind that maybe GTO with smaller sizes, he can go all in. So, oh, and he hit.
oh my,
He can go all in sometime, but
oh
yeah,
my
versus this
goodness, what
sizing.
just happened?
Oh my god! And
What just I had a pop up on my screen and it blocked. I didn't even
shit.
get the initial reaction. Something came up on my thing. That is a crazy hand, and what a
Yeah.
sick beat for E Kleiman. And now Arseni up to 6.5 million and a tease mystery hand. They're messing with me.
Lucky
I'm
for me
convinced
that
the
I have
team
Arseni.
thinks they think we're in April Fools is on the 23rd of December, 2 days before Christmas. It is not. That is not a mystery hand. They're messing with us, but we
Let's try
have
to
had
manual hide the cards.
interesting hands today for sure. That was a crazy hand. Wow. Wow. That was gross.
Yeah.
That was very gross. Unreal. Wow.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what GTO Wizard would say, but we didn't have it there. Versus this size, so big size on the flop, like so big. Like but we got there.
Wow.
Arseni, my
Really,
topic.
really, really
Mystery?
crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not mystery, yeah.
Not this time. Not like that. Let's see. All right, we're gonna probably not have it's good. Yeah, we'll see if we can get one. But either way, right now we're seeing a huge 7.4 million stack. I mean, that really impacts the final table now. Arseni has got a huge lead. He's got a really good opportunity to kind of close, put pressure on this, and everyone else is relatively short, other than last chance with 2.7, and then call me and Radoja at 1.8. But yeah, this is a big swing for the table in dynamic.
Yeah, everybody's so happy now.
Yeah, really crazy hand. The 9, that is so sick. What a sick beat for that guy. I got a feel for him there. Really do. That was nasty. Okay, Queen 10 4 is Eric Bauer debating to rip it or not. He's got, what, 16 blinds? 15? Yeah, so he definitely could rip there. Decides to fold.
Yeah.
Would have got it done, and we'll continue on. And Arseni not getting much to battle with.
Alexandros now.
And Radoja will go ahead and min raise and run into a real hand with the shortest, second shortest stack. 2 8s versus this position, a pretty nice spot to shove.
Yep.
Picks it up, dramatic music, no need. We're not going to go there. The 9 on the turn, really, that stunned me, man. That was that summed up my Bahamas trip personally. What I like right there, just felt like it was coming. It was dirty. It was not going to go well, and didn't quite get it. Couldn't quite win a hand. You know how it is. You have those stops live, right?
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
You feel good. Yeah, you have a place where you just feel like you're going to win every hand, and then there's times where you don't. And here's Duco gonna shove, and I mean sevens. Call me CEO. He is having to put out 400K, but it is sevens. It is under the gun, sub 10. I mean, you just got to call, right?
I think it's borderline. But yeah, I think it's a call. Doesn't make a lot of EV, I think, but especially, yeah, I guess Duco that we see, like, you can see he's steaming a little bit, maybe. Like, I'm not saying he did something wrong, but yeah, he lost a lot of hands at the beginning, so maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think we can see that everybody's playing like to the caution side. Like, we don't see a lot of crazy. And also call me CEO and last chance that they're unknown. They play pretty okay, I guess. And now that's not good news for my fellow countryman, unfortunately.
Yeah, ace queen with this stack. It's in the value
I
category.
don't think he can go away. No, that's hard. Now that he bet him like this and he didn't go all in, now he has more chances to get away. And he calls away. That's a great fold, amazing fold. And also, yeah, now with the 3-bet, you can go away.
And it's interesting too, because
it's a lot stronger, yeah.
Yeah, Call Me CEO just showed sevens for less than 10 bigs folding to the all-in closing. So that could, maybe that's one just note.
Yeah, that helped me. That helped me.
Yeah, he probably already has notes and thoughts on the player anyway, right? But that's just one more affirmation of maybe what his game plan is. And Alex, let's see if he can spin that up, because again, that's pretty much going to go out often on that stack depth. You see him fold sixes with 11 blinds here, and rightfully so. Look at the big hands behind. Duco may get a double here anyway with tens, and Queen Jack, again, another kind of hand that plays well, but maybe not against this stack. Players behind, does he want to flat or not? But tens will not be folding. See if Arseni gets out of the way or decides to run it here and 3-bet or flat. Definitely could 3-bet small. He could also fold. He has all options here.
Yeah, all three are in his mind, but
yeah, so he gets out of the way, and
good fold.
Mark, this is going to be, he's definitely going to be contending here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
Yeah,
this guy play
going to be a 4-1 favorite to get back up to about 1 million chips. So let's see, just over that actually, if he can hold. We've seen some nasty runouts thus far. Kings to tens. The tens has potential. 8-6 Jack club. The 6 of clubs. That was the gin card for a sweat. River clean. The ace does come out, but kings are safe. And there we go. We'll continue on. 8-handed as no harm, no foul. Keep it going. We'll keep it rolling here. All right. Tens, king, jack suited. Look at these.
Come
man,
on, go
I feel like
Alex.
there's been more matchups of sick hands today than I've seen in like 12 shows prior. We don't really see a lot of these aces to jacks. There's been a lot of this sort of big pair energy as queens and tens gonna get it in. And here we go, 1.4 million. Alex with a chance to spin it up. He gets a flop that is favorable, 7-3-8. There you go. You got a sweat chop outs now. He has a chance to chop or win, and that is safe.
Let's go, Alex.
Alex is back in a decent spot, and actually pretty crazy if you look at it. He's ahead of a lot of the players, right? There's he's tight with a few, but he's actually, is he in fourth?
Yeah, he's fourth in chips now. Good.
Fourth in chips from the shortest stack. Very good price.
And he was 9 out of 9, and now 4 of it. Good.
4 out of 8. That is, again, how quickly things can turn. I did put a little wager on him on the in client, so small amount yielding a lot. I think I risked like, was he 22 to 1?
22, yeah.
I bet something to win 5K, so whatever that is, like 240 or 60. I think I bet on him. I sprinkled it around a little bit, but he's my long shot. It'd be nice to pick up 5 dimes off of a little.
Let's hope he wins.
Yeah, be good for you for dinner. I'll take that. I'm happy to treat dinner and win profitable betting. I bet a couple grand though, so I got he's my big hit if it wins. Ace is the ace queen. Artur may be on the fence, getting knocked out here. He is in big trouble. He laughs. He's like, knows he needs runner. Not even a sweat. No 4, no deuce, no jack, no king. GG. Everyone kind of giving that golfer clap. The whole table giving him the respect. That is your number 1 GG Millions all-time bracelet, or I should say title holder with 12. Gonna have to wait for 13, but we do see him back at another final table. Kind of leads the pack in all categories. So good game to Artur, and we'll go on to our next hand. All right. Well, I got to say, what's your next? All right, talk to me about next year, Alexandros. How much live poker are you going to play? We know the Prague dates are announced. Believe it's sort of the March 31st, April 12th, if I'm not mistaken. I know Bahamas is December 1 to 18, World Series May 26th to July 15th. Tell me, are you going to all those and any others throughout the year?
Yeah, I think the plan, I think I will go to all of them. That's the plan, like to play a lot of live. That's what I play now, live tournaments only. And I started, 2020, just 1 year now that I went to most of the stops, and I want to go to all of the stops in next year. I love live poker, live tournament poker, especially. Yeah, it's very different.
It is. It's fun. It's really fun. And those are, again, that's great to hear you be doing. There's $1 million WSOP, I think, player of the whole terms prize pool they're giving for the series. Throughout the series, a leaderboard was announced. And this is trouble for Duco. King Queen suited does look powerful. It's suited. It's behind. Got the sweat for the 10, makes him the straight. Needs a 10 or a king on the river. Ace is safe, and that is over 10 million for Arseni. And I'll tell you what, Alexandros, you might be able to hit a dinner plans. I know it's later in the evening, but like this is going fast. And it
is.
Look at this stack distribution.
Yeah, amazing. 10 million, 1 million, 1 million. Yeah.
It's crazy because I said Arseni's slow start. He went down to 4 from 5.7, and now it's just been bang, 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 bang. Got one kind of lucky hand with 9s to aces, and he is now in a commanding position to get this title done.
Yeah, and Alexis would figure out now that he sees this 10 million and so big chip lead, and maybe he goes all in. Yeah, and he does it.
Yeah, the ICM is extremely high.
Yeah. Now he's gonna open a lot, not Arsene.
Let me see here. Yeah, I'm just making some notes, getting some notes from these. This has been actually a very quick Very quick
Yeah,
run out. It started a little slow, but it is moving very fast at the moment, and we will keep on
yeah.
rolling. Okay, king queen suited. Eric actually, with the decision here to just jam, I think doesn't really want
Yeah,
to around.
and maybe
It's
we see a
called.
call. We see a
Wow,
call.
does
Yeah.
call. Ace nine off, makes the right call, got a fade. There's a safe board, spade for a sweat, no sweat today.
And it's going
I got,
even faster now.
I'm gonna have to queue up the giveaways. We're doing it the final four. That's be subscribed, hit the thumbs up, be ready for a $50 GG ticket. We'll do 3 of those for you. Hope you guys are enjoying your holiday season. And we're 1 away from that with 5 left. Now, when it goes this fast, also the blinds, which go up every 20 hands, you can see in one hand will go up. So that also just makes it go quicker because the hands go quicker. So yeah, we're off to a rocket start. 50 minutes in, we've lost 4 players. So very quick. And who do you like to get? Who's your pick to get heads up? Last chances in second. Everyone else a little bit pretty short, but how do you see this playing out? Super ICM pressure,
Alexandros and Arseni will go heads up.
no doubt, right? There you go. You got your picks. Fair enough.
What do I win if I have 2 out of 2? Two person.
Well, that would be dessert. You get to get dessert. Maybe you can go to +1. I don't want to put you on the hot seat, Alexandros, but we haven't done a podcast together. Let the viewers know at home. Or do you have kids? Are you married? Single? What's your kid? If you don't mind me, if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. And I put you on the spot.
Not kids yet, but yeah, in a serious relationship many years now.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, kids. Once you have the kids, that's things change a little bit with the poker a little. So just be prepared if you do go that
Yeah,
route.
I remember you told me. Yeah.
It's a true story. It's great. Listen, it's all great. You got to take the time though when you're playing. If you're watching, taking notes, you're studying, you're playing
Yeah.
GG, you're playing live, you're traveling. I can't tell you how quick it goes. Where you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the stop,
Really,
or
yeah.
I want to go here, fly here tomorrow, or make a choice, and all of a sudden you're like, well, now everything's a little more structured, a little more decision making oriented. So again, you don't take it for
Yeah,
granted.
you have other
Beautiful game.
priorities. Yeah.
Travel, have fun, do your thing. It's all good, but it's also it's a little harder with kids. So here we go, 9s, and this is Arseni getting to go to work. Call me CEO. Gonna call. Kind of nice from Arseni too to go post flop, knowing very unlikely players are going to be bluffing him or making too crazy of plays right now. Right? That's kind of nice to be able to raise and just feel like it's straightforward for the most part.
Yeah, he must be feeling amazing now with such a big lead. And he also shoved the 10-8 suited before. Was a good decision. Yeah, after hitting the 9 on the turn, everything is rolling great now.
Yeah, this is pretty easy check back and win. I don't see how he got stabbed on the turn, and now does he want to ever bet against a 6 or 7 or some missed thing? He doesn't.
No,
he just picks it up.
he's gonna check. Yeah.
11 million. Nice pot. King 9 suited with the errant take on it, the turn. And again, everyone kind of just perfectly there. 1.2, 1.1, 940. The guy with the second most chips on his direct. He's direct left of him. So he's got a very good position right now. And
Also, all the players are playing really fast. Like that's why also final table is going so fast. They also had like easy decisions, like no big decision unless maybe 1 or 2 hands. The whole hour we're watching.
yeah, it is extremely fast.
Like yeah, the hands are auto playing themselves. Now he's gonna fold. Yeah, good jump.
I mean, it's literally first 11 million, second 2.6 has double, third, fourth, fifth. Third, fourth, fifth combined have less than a third of
Yeah.
Arseni's stack. So this is a super unique dynamic and kind of fun to see if Arseni's going to be able to just sort of maneuver and just whittle them down, or if he has any adversity. But right now he is in commanding position. Here's 3 real hands. Okay, 2 8s. Gonna shove, and I mean king queen suited, pretty hand, but not one you want to call off. You're in a great position. This is close, but not to call off.
Good play by both of them.
Yeah, good decision making. And here goes Arseni with the jack deuce suited.
Yeah, he's opening up a lot now.
Okay. There is a look at the next pay jump, 125K, and then it starts getting juicy, 34K. Gonna have a big heads up match. About over 70,000. 73 roughly, as we see queens now. And is that disconnected? And he's got 24 seconds.
Oh my God, having queens in the final table and get disconnected.
Oh,
that's how you break a lot of keyboards when you go back. Yeah. Oh, luckily he's back. And he snapped. Very bad. Yeah, I think the correct decision is to go all in there so you don't get disconnected again with queens. And now maybe we see an open and take it for Alexandros. Arseni decided to go to work with Queen 5 and it works. Yeah, maybe when the stream cuts up and Alexandros see this 3-bet, it's gonna understand that Arsenis has really loosened up now, and maybe he play a bit different.
Oh man, what a stream today. It's amazing. It's like a box of chocolates for final tables, like the Forrest Gump saying, you never know how it's gonna go. It's always a little different, right? It's just never quite the same. And this is a unique 5-handed to have this many chips. This is not
it's a fun final table. Very fun.
Yeah, everyone's got kind of a unique situation and strategy, whether you're one of the 3 short, if you're kind of in the middle, how you want to approach it, and then how the big stack wants to lean and put pressure with what hands, what spots. And again, no one really here. This is like not funny. Yeah, the 6-5 suited just gets out of the way.
As we see, the big stack is going to put a lot of pressure to everybody. And yeah, the medium stack, like last chance, he doesn't want to play that much, especially that he's out of position from the chip leader. Yeah, and the other stacks, yeah, not a big difference between them. Like maybe Alexis is the shortest, but like with one open and take it now, like they're all equal. So
maybe,
wow. But maybe they can go away as well, but maybe they can call eights here.
I think he has to call because he's covering. It doesn't make he's covering by so much. Also, he's shoving like 7, 6s, 5s here. That's the thing where he doesn't want to flip.
We see Call Me CEO being on the tight side. Maybe
that's true.
Folding the 7s, had queens when 3-betted. So yeah, he finds a fold. I can go behind this fold. I like it.
Yeah, I think the other side is Arseni's just going to get to pick up so many uncontested pots where he doesn't need to flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would call Duco, right? But he's not going to call. He doesn't think this guy's got 5 suited.
Exactly.
Oh wow, look at this.
Alexis. No, very unlucky
not
here.
Like
but he can hit a 10. Okay.
And yeah, this is a bit unfair, but hey, you got to see 5 cards. Still about 20% of the time. Need some spades
10.
or Eights, and that
Oh,
is a runner of what? Tens he
drawing the
needed? That is DD, drawing dead. GG. Down to 4. Giveaways are going to start soon.
GG, Alexandros.
Oh, wow.
And it's going faster.
Yep.
Almost finished in an hour, this thing. Like
Yeah, that's sick. All right,
next
you ready
time
for the
when
key?
when you want the final table to finish fast, you call me again, okay?
Alexandros, listen, you're on my list. Love to have you on. I might have to have you on again soon because this does. I don't know if I can count this as this is like an hour in. We're four-handed, and this is a crazy situation. Here he goes, 4 million, ace five suited. I mean, this is wild. And this guy looking for his first title 16 times.
And he shows,
He's come here. Really crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do the giveaway soon. All right, kings, 8-6 suited.
Yeah, 10 jack is gonna defend most likely versus the bottom, and not gonna do much in this flop. Like snap, check back, snapping all his decisions. Don't think he goes anywhere with kings. So, and yeah, I don't think he has to bluff this without a heart. Yeah, good.
All right, 4-9 gets a walk. Gonna queue up the giveaway. I got to remember to do that. This is actually going so quick. This could be a record show. So I do want to get that ready. Let's get the first keyword out. I do start forehand, and it's actually maybe more quick than normal because the other guys are so short. So here we go. Let's see. Giveaway. How did you start? Can I ask you, Alexandros, how you started playing? When did you start playing? And did you start with like free rolls, deposit, small
Maybe
amount? How did you get going?
12 years ago, or maybe, yeah, maybe more, maybe 14 or 15. I used to play backgammon tournaments before poker. So some friends from there, yeah, they started playing poker, and they told me that it looks the same, like it's about equity, and you would like it. And I started as well, and I liked it even more than backgammon, and I started doing well. Yeah, hooked up from the first point, from first time. Yeah.
I love it. Well, here we go. Ace, king, and threes. I mean, threes is closing the action. We'll see a flop, and wow, this is a really nice spot. All right, GTO Wizard's been quiet. We haven't seen a lot of flops because of that, and now we're seeing.
I was nothing to say. It was standard decision for everybody.
So GTO Wizard said overbet. We see a check back, and three's going to check again. I like it, and now it's saying to check. And as played, this is a
made, but Arseny doesn't bite it.
You know, Arseny, it's saying he should fold. It's interesting that there's 2 times that last chance has hit a set against Arseny, both times against real hands too. Queens, he turned a set of 4s. Here he does call. He kind of deviates from the GTO Wizard in a few spots, but small, not big differences, I guess, on the river. Call or fold there, not a huge deal. I'm going to get that first key word out, guys. I want to remind to get it out. And here we go. Here's the key word. Number 1. As we do see a all in, and Jack 6 suited. I got the first keyword there. Jack 6 suited. Does he want to keep a stack super short? Does he want to call here for.
Yeah, I think you want to keep him super short. Like it's good for you, so you can get some more chips from last chance and calling CEO.
All right, we got the first here. Let me just put this up. This is a got the keyword. I just put it out. Now I can't see. It's gonna be GGWSOP space Alexandros space. Enter your GGPoker username. I got to ask you this question. This came up in a similar situation about a little different nuance. Let me ask you this though. How would you say? Okay, let's say that Arseny and Mark are. Let's say that's Alexander Foxen and Kristen Foxen. Okay. Like, let's just say that, or like a shared backer bankroll or something, or and like the Triton, right? You have your business partner and your teammate, right? Where there's some swap. How do you not blur the line between collusion and strategic? Because you could argue at times, right? Like if you were the chip leader and someone's so short, you want to keep them in, but what if they're husband and wife? What if they're partners? What if they're that? How do you make that differentiation?
Yeah, that's tough to differentiate, I guess. Like, if like the small stack, yeah, was with your friend, like your mate, you would say like that they did it for this, so you can't really be sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's an interesting point where there's, especially some of the high stakes buy-ins, there's swapping, right? And pieces and this and that. So it's kind of weird because like that's the thing about poker. There's multiple points to make decisions. Like it's like you have a choice. Do you randomize? Do you fold the spot that you might call? Do you check back where you bet? You see GTO Wizard, right? There's split decisions, right? It's not like you must do this in this spot. So I think it's a little bit tricky with that. That's
there
one thing.
Was like a unwritten rule, like back in the days. I remember, like if you have a piece at somebody on the table, you should declare it, like a rule to for sure do this, so everybody knows what you know. Like that's the least you can do.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Like in going into especially these high roller, smaller fields, if there's like a note card where you're technically supposed to, obviously it's a big difference between like a 2% or 5%, 3% swap or something, right? Versus like I have 40% of this guy who said, well, hold that thought. Ace, Jack, Ace, 6 cards on their back. We could lose another here. The 6 spikes for Call Me CEO. 5 on the turn. Needs a Jack on the river. We're going to continue 4-handed. Wow, big sweat there. Mark Radoja, that was a tough beat for him because that was a huge pay jump where he is now going to have to sweat that out still as we see 4-handed play come on. We are going to get the first giveaway winner here as I will go ahead and get that queued up as you guys are typing that in. Appreciate everyone on. We got over 1,000 watching. And the first winner, I'm going to get you a note in a second. We're going to see that. But so yeah, did you start with free rolls or how did you get going? I'm sorry, did you get back? Did you buy in?
No, I started playing low stakes cash games. Like that's how I started. And it went well.
Of course it went well. You got 5 million earnings. You're in the mix. You're out here splashing. You're playing the biggest game in the world as we see ace 4 to ace 8. Here we go. Ace 8. Can he get, oh no. Needs a 7, needs an 8. That is gonna
unlike
only river. No, 3-handed. We will do 3-handed play as we get it rolling here. I'm gonna get the first winner. As I get a latte, man, I might not be able to finish my drink before the show's over. Thank you. This is going very fast. This could be a record. This could be a record in about 200 shows, 170 or something. Did ace deuce shoving. Let me get that first winner here. Seeing the all-ins, man. I'm not even getting the copy paste out before another all-in is in. All right, let's pick this first winner, guys. We can hit a few more thumbs up. Must be eligible. We got 120 of you. Let's keep it rolling. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're enjoying the holiday. We do have a show next week as well. And here it is, the first winner. It is at Francisco. There you go. There it is, at Francisco MT9NQ, you are the winner, $50. We got 2 more of those, so don't go anywhere. We'll get that queued up for you in a second as we continue on three-handed. I think I got to see who I bet. Did you make any in-client wagers or not today?
Not today.
Okay. Yeah, I think I bet all these guys, but like I said, I play like roulette, smash and cover. I know if Arseni wins, I'm going to lose money because I just put a very little on him, and the odds were not very good because he was the favorite. But let's see what's going to happen. He's looking very powerful right now.
I wanted to bet, but my UK client doesn't let me bet. So, yeah.
King deuce, ace 7, queen deuce.
Yeah, Arseni could have dreamed it better, like going so fast 300 with the 2 inexperienced players. Like,
yeah, it's like
a dream. Yeah,
it's like if it was a holiday turbo or something. They did like a special.
Yeah, I can't see a world where he doesn't win this. Like,
Shout out to my man Miguel in the chat. He was asking if you still use a Theragun during poker tournaments. What's that, like a massage gun or something?
yeah, I do.
That's smart. What do you
That's
bring
a
your
great
own?
one.
You bring your own and give it to the person?
Yeah. Or you can do it yourself for 1 minute whenever you want. Small relaxation, and you're good.
I love it. Well, Miguel says hello. Miguel Capriles. He had a good run. I think he got 31st or pretty deep in that tournament. We're seeing ace 5, king 8 here as a king makes the top pair.
Check and snap call, which is, I think he shouldn't. Yeah, also GT Wizard agree with me. He shouldn't bet, he shouldn't call, but snap call, okay.
He said he bought one because of him. We might have to get you a promo code, Alexandros. Yeah, for that deal. All right, three-handed, big jumps here. A lot of money at stake as we see 7, 8, ace 9, and sort of who wants second, although no guarantees, but a very healthy lead for Arseni at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, gonna get the second giveaway, number 2 of 3, $50 GG ticket. What was your hand? Did you get a lot? What was your peak chips in the Super Million? You start with 500K. I know you had a deep run. What was your peak chips? And how did you
I had 20 millions in the point. Like, it was in a very good spot. Yeah.
Wow.
But didn't work out that great. But
cooler,
okay.
bluff it off, win for it.
No, it was a cooler, but I could have, I could get away from it. And, yeah. I hit a pair on the turn. My opponent had the straight. Like, yeah, it's a big call. Like, but I thought a lot because I had a bad feeling, but couldn't find a good fold.
Yep. Sometimes, yeah, it's hard, right? Hold'em, it's so hard to make pairs. It's hard to make get two pair. You start then looking at a guy if he's capable, willing. It's like it's tough, man. That's why it's so fun because there is that sort of like
you do have call this. Most people call this cooler, but yeah, I don't like. Even if like for GTO is winning 5 big blinds to call, like you can fold in a live tournament.
Ooh, this one just feels like it's in Arseni's time, right? He's just gonna snap 3-bet. Get snap. Oh my goodness!
Oh, what a flop!
Top tier nut flush draw. It's actually not just what a flop. He has a real chance. Here he's got a jack or a club, and this is quite a flop, and this is gonna get put in, and we got a fair fight. The jack or the club, you can see he's got almost 43%. Now a possible Chop on the river.
All.
No,
Yeah.
not today. Arseni. Let me pick our second. Let me get at least a giveaway out. What is happening? There's a second giveaway. With 3. Keyword GGWSOP space prog space insert your GGPoker username. Also on my X, guys. It's there for the taking. And there is. I'm gonna get it out. We're gonna get the link out for you guys. There's 50 cash. Jeff Gross Poker on X. Go to X, hit the retweet. Guess who wins? Don't have to be right. And all you gotta do is guess a name. 50 cash retweet plus guess who wins. Link above. There you go. That's it. I'll put that last time. This is going fast. Gonna have one more winner. We're heads up. This is. I gotta check with the team, but we are 1 hour and 17 minutes in. This is like, I mean, it can take 3.5 hours to show. So let's get this. This thing is moving. Second giveaway, we got to pick the winner. And then we'll have a third. Are you doing any of the Tritons? Montenegro, Jeju, any of those coming up?
Maybe I go to Jeju. I haven't been to a Trident for a long time. I went to the beginning when the stop started, like many years ago. But yeah, maybe I go again now in Jeju. What about you?
I'm going to plan to play Montenegro. I'm actually going to submit as a businessman. I'm going to try to play that because I think
good.
I think you would agree. I don't want to lead you as a thing, but I don't play a ton of tournaments anymore. I feel like I know how, I mean, I do a lot of GGMillion commentary, which helps, but I would think that, yourself or Fedor or these guys would lick their chops to have me in the field. So I think I could qualify.
Not that much. I remember we played together back in the days, and it's not something that you forget, but yeah, if you haven't played that much, you can go for the businessman. It's good.
We'll see.
It's good for poker to having you there as well. Yeah.
It's fun. It'd be a good time. I don't think against the on the pro side, it's such a great, investment, but for the other side, I think it's probably reasonable. And to be fair, there's some very good players on the business side. The players that play the business Triton are not
sometimes
money. It's not like a first time poker players. They're pretty tough. A lot of the guys on there.
But you're famous podcaster, so good for the game. So
listen, I appreciate it. I'd be happy to be in the tournament and have a good time, and obviously be great to go deep. But I love to call in sick to GG Millions. That I'm allowed at final tables or deep runs. I was trying to get the day off in the Bahamas. I couldn't find a day off. I just was out of the tournament every time. So I'm back. But this is going so fast. I'm booking you for another. We need you on another show, Alexandros. This is likely
we can
go
do
quick.
This. Yeah, sure.
This is going to go very quick here. All right, let me get the second winner since we're already heads up and we're technically behind because, let's see, $50 winner, 2 of 3, GG ticket. And then we'll get the third one, keyword in a second. King 8, Queen 8, heads up as Arseni looking to close in on the title.
You can start bluffing this combo here on the turn with diamond, and he does for a big bet, and he takes it down. Yeah, and he's gonna VP like 100% from the bottom, I guess.
All right, I got to do the third giveaway, man. What's going on? We're already on this third one. Congrats on the second winner. What's up, Buddha Loto? You're welcome, man. Good luck to you. Giveaway. We got one more. Hit that thumbs up. Must be subscribed. Let's get to 200. I know we only got 1,000. It's holiday time. It's a short stream. I'm going to put inserts keyword. Let's see. Is Greece in the World Cup?
No idea.
No.
I don't follow.
All right, we're going to give Greece some love out there.
But,
that's the keyword.
Yeah, not this time.
GGWSOP, space Greece, space, insert your GG
all
poker
the
username.
bit.
That's the third keyword as we see King 9 and a heads up match. Call Me CEO did well. He didn't really have to put his neck out too much. He's done a good job to get heads up now. Pretty big heads up match. Over
He played
70K.
very solid, I think.
Yeah, he put
Not
himself in a
super
good
aggressive. Well, yeah.
Yeah, he put himself in a good situation in a heads up match for over $70,000, secured himself over $250,000 payday. So nice for him. And Arseni, is it the 16th? He went over 16 at the final table for winning. Can he get his title? He is a massive favorite, about 7-1 favored to win with the chips. I think you got to say he's a safe bet, but let's see.
Oh, and now he starts doing some moves. Like, I like this with the jack blocker. Let's see if Arseni can find a call. Like, his hands. Yeah, I thought he wouldn't be able to find it because, like, he hasn't been aggressive at all. Like, call me CEO. So, yeah, and it's also a fault in GTO, I guess, or in the borderline. But against this player, what we've seen so far, you have to fold. So nice pickup. Maybe he's using his image, call me CEO now, and start bluffing a bit more.
All right, Jack 3, Queen 9. Nice when you're in position. You do have a semi-bluff hand. He doesn't go for it now. He pairs the Jack. He is
Jack high flush draw. You don't have to bet. Let's see if CEO continues. No, he doesn't continue. He bluffed one straight. Yeah. And he played good. Well played by both.
Okay, 6 deuce, 4-7, nothing too much there.
I feel like we are 3 hands away.
You're feeling 3 hands.
Call me CEO is gonna have a very tough job, like such a small big difference in chip and also such a great player, Arseni. GTO Wizard wanted to bet the deuce for protection all the time. Interesting. I think he can't find this call. Yeah, he can't.
We saw a lot of deviations there. Not many people doing the same thing there. And wow, is this just it?
Oh no!
I'm sorry for a double. I was gonna say, is this just he's gotten aces so many times? Oh my!
I told you 3 hands.
Goose, a 10 or an ace to the river. Whoa!
Looks like an ace.
It's a slow peel. It is a club, and that is it. Are you for real?
Was it the third hand or the second?
That was crazy. That was crazy. Victor, right? Arseni Malinov gets it done. He gets his first title 16 times denied at the final. Picks it up. He was your favorite. He is your champion. First time winner. Alexandros, tell me what you're thinking. What are your thoughts? How did this play out? What happened today? This was quick.
Yeah, I think Arseni played it really good, and I think it was like a key hand. The hand with the 9s versus the aces, like was the whole tournament. Like maybe he did a good decision. I'm not sure about it. Maybe it was GTO approved with smaller sizes, both pre-flop and on the flop. So yeah, well deserved. He played great. Unluckily, Alexandros, he managed to get like 5 places more from 9th. Yeah, he was there. He could have won it. Could have go heads up. Everybody was so close. Unluckily, he didn't. But it was a very fun final table. Like really fast and really big hands, aces, kings, queens everywhere with 10s for the other opponent. And the whole tournament with Arseni was the 9s versus aces. Like. And,
that aces to 9s set the tone early, really gave him a huge lead. Really, no one had a big chance to get in it. He just kind of chiseled everyone down. A couple good decisions. We saw him fold the 8s where the ace-10 suited shoved, avoided flips, picked up chips, uncontested, did a good job maneuvering. And again, quick work today, holiday season, everyone at the offices in GG, appreciate you guys. This has been an amazing year, amazing stream. We appreciate the time from Alexandros. I see it looks like it's still sunny where you are. I guess you might have a nice dinner.
No, it's not yet.
No? Just great lighting,
it's
okay.
Night, yeah.
Good lighting. Well, either way, we appreciate the time. We will certainly have
you back. It was very nice being here with you. It was very fun.
It was amazing. We'll do it again. And again, everyone next week.
See you in Miami.
30th. I'll see you in Miami, and I will see everyone the same place, same time next week. The show will go on. Natasha Mercier. She took a 1.8 million score in the Bahamas as well, cashed that event. Excited to have her on the show, get to talk about her run as well as looking into her future for this year and what brings with poker. So be here for that. We'll see you next week. Thank you, Alexandros. Thank you, everyone. Have a great Christmas, great holiday. We'll see you next week.
Everybody.